Greetings and salutations, my name is JW608 and today we're playing Starmade, and we are playing dev build 0.200.115, that is 0.200.115, alright. And I have my little test ship set up here, that's a measuring stick I was, planning to use, but, didn't. Anyway, it marks off every 10 blocks. I've been sitting here trying to figure out pardon me, the distance needed between, or for the reactor sizes, 5. At 5 reactors, or stabilizers. And that is now putting my reactor... Okay, there we go. Sometimes I notice this nifty line that tells you about the stabilizer. It's drawn from off out in the distance somewhere. Ah, twin planets. Are they green? They're green at that. Okay. Desert planet. I'm easily distracted. 2, 3, 4, 5, and you need 6 for the first one you actually need. See? Don't know why it does that. 6 is the first one you actually need stabilizers. Hop out, hop back in. Probably should clear my cache. But for what we're doing, doesn't really matter. Because, see there, this right here is what I'm looking at. Stabilization is at 100%. Currently it is at infinite meters, and it needs to be at 0.8 meters for full stabilization, or for optimal stabilization. And those are also not turning green. Alright. Exit to main menu. Such is the life of dev builds. Let's see, is it tools, clear cache, goodbye Johnny, and let's start her up again. Okay. So I wanted to know if there's a relationship between the reactor sizes like we saw last time and stabilizers. Nope, it's still going off from there. Huh. And it's also not... Let's just start a new ship. Thanks. New ship, okay. And I love that ship. I spent like 2 minutes crafting it. Alright. Two, three, 4, 5, 6. There we go, that's better. And now I really wanted the green here. Alright. Optimal distance is 0.5 meter away. And which basically I can put it up against here. But as I start adding, oh, that's something I complained about. Having the reactors, stabilizers always glowing. That is something that irritated me. Something irritated me real bad, because you can see it through chips and whatnot, but now when it's not selected, I don't know if I'm bugging out. The block isn't selected, it's not showing. I like that design much better. Alright. I'm just putting those for fun there. That is 6. It needs distance 0.8. 7. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. No, that is 8. 8 needs a distance of 1. So it can still go there and still be, I guess, usable. But notice, actually this distance is 1.4 from the middle. And you'll notice, in this it says efficiency block 88.9% because this block is 1.4 meters instead of 1. It isn't getting 100% efficiency. Actually, it should be getting 100% efficiency, but it's too close. You get the idea. And it's just a slightly off shade of green, but we'll see that a little more clearly. Well, this one that's well past the meter mark is getting 100% efficiency. That's the efficiency block. That's how efficient this stabilizer is. What was 100? What's that 180? Anyway, it still has work to be done. Anyway, and these will turn red as they become less efficient. So that's 8, 9, 10. See, that one's red. This one is now totally, no, it is 0.08, or no, 0.8% efficient. So it's only giving 0.8% of stabilization to what this block should be giving. And the distance is calculated in three-dimensional space from the center of mass of the reactor, best I can tell. That's why we're getting some of these red and some of these green. Alright. And this one, yeah, that one's still giving 100%. What if we bump that up to 10, 20? It is already 10, now it's 20. Now they must be at least 3 meters away. If we go to 30, it should be like 4 meters? 4.3 meters. I have not figured out the equation for the distances for these. I have some numbers I wrote down, but I'm having a hard time seeing the pattern. So I'm going to work on that. I lied. I'm going to wait till the documentation comes out because I know it's going to change, so I'm not going to spend a lot of time figuring out the exact equation because it's already changed once. They've like chopped the required distance into like a third because a little reactor like this was requiring like 30 block distance, and that was just crazy. Anyway, so 40 requires 4.3, 50 is going to require them be also 4.3 away. That's strange, because that is not strange, because those were not reactors, they were stabilizers. Yeah, that's going to be 5.3. Is 6, you mean 6.3? It is. Ah! I see the pattern. I wasn't close enough to I was dealing with single units. 7.2, 80, 80.2, 80.1, 90, 9 even, 8.9, 100, 10, almost 10. So it isn't quite 10 meters, it isn't quite a meter per reactor. Or it isn't quite a tenth of a meter per reactor. That should be like 1 point something, 1.4. And notice how these are just totally ineffective. But these are turning orange, saying that that one's 39%, that one's 72, that one's 100. And you can see that gradient. Gradient? How many was that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That's 100. I'm going to offset that one. That's 11. So it should be like 11. Yeah, 11. 12, 13, 14, 15. So my guess is going to be 15 and a half meters needed. 13.8. Oh, that was wrong. What if we had 200? That's 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. 20, I thought you said 200. Well, these are 20 10s, which is roughly 200. 16.8. Huh. I'm definitely not understanding the math then. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That's 300 reactor units. It requires 22. And notice as I'm getting more and more, this gradation becomes a little more apparent. And I think it was throwing me warnings earlier when I was trying to put this. It says, oh no, this isn't optimal. I told it to ignore it, so I'm not getting that pop up ever again now. I probably shouldn't have, because probably should have showed it on camera. But I was excited. Okay. So yeah, I'm not fully understanding. It looks like it's not quite a 1-to-1 ratio. Oh no, it's not a 1-to-1 ratio, I know that. This is 1, 2, 3, 4. That's 400 reactors that need 26.8 distance. It looks like the distance required as I get bigger is shrinking for individual. Now the overall distance required is growing. but the distance required that's added to what's already existed is shrinking. So let's add another 100. There it goes. That's what, 500 now? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm guessing still under 30. 26. Huh. And it also makes me wonder how much power am I actually generating? Power new 20,000 with 90.5 consumption with 100% stabilization. Recharge is at 20,000 per second. Consumption is 90.5, and that is, if you go to reactors and go to priority, that's a scanner. Actually, I can bump the scanner down. Actually, click and drag, drop the scanner so it is at... Turn off the scanner before you do anything else. Oh, it also tells me I have 490 power reactors. I thought I had 500. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now that should be 500. That's still under 30, though. Yeah, now I have 500. I wonder why. Anyway, no active results. So level 9, 45 required chamber size. Which actually makes me wonder how much is a unit of new power worth in old power terms. So tell you what, let's... Now this sounds like we need to do it tomorrow. Okay, so we've seen the stabilization and the distance required, and last time we figured out how much stabilization was required for reactors. Or no, we didn't. We did not, because I started that and deleted it. Okay. It looks like, just going ahead and cheating a bit, because this is actually the second take at this video. It looks like, and let's prove it to you, for reactors. I don't want remove mode, and I don't want this huge thing here. We're going to run over today, but that's alright. For reactors, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 requires 0. See, it's stabilization right there. It's already at 100. It's at 100 without 1. But at 6, it requires 1. Because notice there, stabilization's at 83, requires 1. I had 7, and it needs 1. So it looks like it's a 1-to-1 reactor to stabilizer minus the first 5. Or the first 5 reactors. So the first 5 reactors are... My right click has stopped working on the reactors. Okay, that's new. Okay, that part of the ship just doesn't exist anymore. Oh, it does from this angle. Gotta love dev builds. Anyway, it looks like it's 1-to-1 minus 5 reactor to stabilizer. So if I build a 10 tall or 10 block reactor, I'm gonna need 5 stabilizers, because it's the number of reactors minus 5 equals the number of stabilizers I need. And notice it's 100%. I remove 1, it's 90%. And if I did not include that in the last video, and I actually did have it in the first take of this one, it's here now anyway. And I'm still not entirely sure of the distance, and the distance might change again, because I was fairly sure it was even higher than that before 115. But anyway, and don't do the math for me, because it's probably going to change. I will wait and find out the actual calculation for that in once it hits stable release. This is, I don't want to be wasting time beforehand. And when I say we'll find out the calculation, I'll wait till the wiki is updated. Alright, I've been JW608. This has been Starmade, and next time we'll try to figure out if we can find the correlation between old power and new power. Alright, I'll dig you cats later.